Word, 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 word,
Alrighty, lovely. Music's going. Let's switch scenes and bring it back. What up, chat? What's poppin'? Happy Thursday to everyone coming in and taking the time out of their day to show me some love and just enjoying the vibe of the chat. I hope, again, once again, hope you're having a fantastic Thursday, wherever you are in this world, or Friday. I know for some people in the more further time zone, I'm just hoping you're having a great day, man. So obviously, today's November 7th. Let's talk for a little bit. Let's vibe a little bit, talk. So, life updates for me. I've been enjoying my life for the most part. Nothing crazy, too much to say. Got a couple of cool little arrangements I'm having happen later this month. We'll see how those go. Let me also turn down the music a bit, because that shit is kind of loud. Excuse my language for those. Let me pause it for a second. So yeah, like I said, nothing too crazy for me. I've been having a great day so far. Got a workout in, and I was like, I wanted to stream yesterday, but I wasn't really feeling it. Because it was just like, it was kind of a speak of the moment, but I didn't want to hop on the stream yesterday. Just wasn't feeling it. Obviously, for reasons, no particular reason. It was more of a like how I go off on streaming or making edits lately has been more of my mood. And what YouTube is not what is going on here? Hold on, chat, for 1 second. Getting like errors on my side. My stream down or something? Because everything over here looks fine. I want to say, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna say I look fine I look on my phone. I look fine. Then it says YouTube is hold on. I think YouTube's responding pretty well. Is it because I just have a lot of tabs? It's just bugging for no reason. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream. Oh, it's probably okay. That makes sense. That's interesting though. But my bad, chat. I was like, I saw an error pop up saying that my YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth stream. So I was like, what did I do? But I mean, I looked at my phone, and it looks clean. Well, obviously, if the quality is dropping, chat, let me know, because obviously I'll just like restart my stream and fix it up. But okay, yeah. So like, if you guys notice any buffering or anything around that, please let me know. Okay, I don't want you guys to experience any bad buffering or anything of that nature. But from the looks of it, my side, we're kind of good. We're kind of good. But I think it's just because like the way I stream and the software I'm using, because like I'm using OBS Studios, and usually for streaming I like to use Streamlabs. The reason why I switched to Streamlabs over, I mean, the reason why I switched to OBS over Streamlabs is mainly because of like Streamlabs. For some reason, anytime I got like a notification, or like if one of you guys subscribe to my channel, or if somebody, let's say, like in a sense, what's the best way to put it? Yeah, if someone subscribes to my channel or someone donates, I don't see that pop up on my side. Like I don't see none. And it's frustrating because then it's like, I can't really see and show love to y'all if y'all showing me love. So right now, YouTube's still saying it's showing you guys getting a poor signal on my side. But how the, is it just because of the way it's, this is, but let me see if it's lagging pretty bad for you guys. Phone of the stream. Boom, boom, boom. I. Yep, that's what I thought. It is lagging on the stream too. So hold on, chat. I'm gonna see what I gotta do to fix this because this is the first. I wonder if it's because of Spotify. Because if I close it, does it fix it? Or do I need to restart my stream? Or maybe I need to switch to stream because I never had this problem with Streamlabs. But then it's like I can't see if anyone, like if anyone subscribes, I won't be able to see it, which is annoying. I want to show you guys love for showing me love. But if my stream can't. Let me see what is going. Why is my rate like that then? So for those joining in, having some technical difficulties because for some reason my bitrate is acting stupid. So I'm working on fixing it. Might have to end up restarting my stream because of it. I didn't think it was gonna be this bad, but apparently, I think for you guys, you're probably seeing me buffer a lot or just look pretty out of place. My apologies. Trying to fix it. That's hilarious. Because I literally tested it earlier today and everything was looking fine. So that's a new one for me. And I thought at first it's because of Spotify, but I don't think it's because of Spotify that's caused me the error. Because like my stream would not be this bad. But we'll see. Obviously, chat, if you guys are seeing any buffering or any like bad side on your side, please let me know so I can figure out whether or not I need to restart my stream. Because worst case scenario, I'll just switch to Streamlabs if it's buffering really bad. But if not, and I can kind of save it, I would like to. Because restarting the stream, not what I want to do. But if I gotta do it, I gotta do it. So we'll see, chat. Because right now I'm trying to see if I can do anything just to stay on here before I have to restart my stream. But as I'm fixing my problem, like I said, my life's been pretty chill. I mean, obviously here in the States, we just are still wrapping up the recent election. You know, some people, like the results, other people hate it, or some in the middle. It's one of those things. Obviously for me, while I don't respect, while I might not like it, it is what it is. And I know that, things happen for a reason, and you just gotta keep pushing. And it's kind of the unfortunate fact of life, but what can you do? You're obviously, I know a lot of people feel some type of way about it, and I don't think I can say a proper saying that's gonna make anyone feel better. So what I will say is that there are many ways you can use now in the time you have to do something rather than molding in your fear or whatever negative or positive feeling you're feeling about it. So, I know I have my methods of handling it and approaching it and doing my thing with it. But at the end of the day, things happen for a reason. And whenever you get the opportunity, I said this in my thought of a day I did earlier in the day. I'm not early in the day, yesterday. I've been starting to do a lot of like thoughts of the days more often, because I think it's really important that as a community, you kind of know where a lot of your streamers or content creators or anyone that just does things that you enjoy for entertainment, they stand on, because it's you don't want to obviously give them any type of, per se, not power, but give them time or space of your time if they're doing stuff that's clearly against things you believe in or stand for. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to give them cash for something to benefit off of. But bro, why is my connection like? But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep my phone on the side just to see how my video's coming through. Yeah, But I'm pretty sure the video quality is pretty poor on your side. I do apologize. If worst case scenario, I'll just switch what platform I'm using, because I'm pretty sure that's the cause. So I'm keeping my phone on the side so I can see how the video quality is pulling up. But I'm gonna ignore these set. Look, if I crash, I crash. I'll come back just on a different platform. I mean, a different streaming platform. So let's get back to it. Once again, hi chat. Anyone who's joining in, welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's kind of get into, like what I was gonna do. So let's talk Boruto first and foremost. Obviously, is there any new Boruto news or updates to share with you guys in terms of anything happening with the manga, anime? Anime still in waiting era. We don't know anything about when that's gonna pop up. Best case scenario, I think a lot of us in the content space have been theorizing for probably mid to late 2025, early 2026 for the anime to return. Naruto 20th anniversary. That one is a key thing that we need to talk about as well, just to keep it in the frame of mind. As for the why, the reason is real simple. Now, with the Boruto anime, we don't know anything about when it's coming back. It's more than likely not going to come back anytime soon. And like I said, I've said this before, I'll reiterate it. I'm in no rush for it to come back. I'm in zero rush for that anime to come back. The reason why I say that is because I think we've seen time and time again, and especially in the anime space, what happens when a lot of things come back a little too earlier than they're needed. Um, and the only people that get screwed over, I feel like, obviously the fans get screwed over by that, but also just the general the teams that go through it. Because like if you spend 6 months on a tight deadline just to come out with a pretty poor quality anime, it's not fun. To spend millions of dollars to get to nothing. You want to get to something. So with the Boruto anime, I'm okay with the wait. With the Naruto 20th anniversary, that's a little different. Now, earlier this year, we had TV Tokyo Financial report that was done by one of the, I think the president of Studio Parrot. And don't quote me if that. I'm kind of trying to remember that post I did on it. But essentially, in that post, I talked about essentially in his reports, he talked about Boruto slash Naruto, but specifically he focused on Naruto. Because obviously last year was the 20th anniversary of Naruto. We were supposed to get anniversary episodes, but then they got delayed because Kishimoto and the team did not like the quality at which those anniversary episodes were going to come out, and they never came out. So we got pushed back. It's been over a year now. Now, in that report, to come back to that, they mentioned that by the spring of next year, we should see something related to either Naruto or Boruto appear. Now, rather that is the anniversary episodes or maybe something to tell us about where Boruto the anime is going towards in that direction, we don't know. But I think the best case scenario is the anniversary episodes because those are more of like I would say feasible because those are only supposed to be about like I think it was 4 or 5 episodes versus a whole anime, which it looks like they're trending towards making Boruto a seasonal anime, which isn't a bad thing. It's 100% not a bad thing. I'm all for that. I do worry though on the episode count is I don't know if they're because I think for example another project by Studio Parrot, Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War. If you're a fan of the Bleach manga and or anime, you know what Bleach is about. Bleach stands on business. The anime has been pretty good so far. Obviously, the newest season's out currently, so obviously go watch it if you're a fan of Bleach. But Bleach, what they do now is a seasonal anime format. So I think they get about roughly, and let me actually Google this real quick, just to make sure I'm getting the episode countdown pretty well. Okay, cool. So they do it in cohorts, which is basically they split about 12, 13 episodes per season. So they've been doing cohorts. So the first cohort came out in October 2022, had 13 episodes in total. Then the second cohort came out in July of 2023, had about 13 episodes. And now the current cohort that we're in, which is the third, came out in October 2024. It also had 13 episodes. And it will keep going until December 21st of this year. Now, if we're following this similar track record, and actually let me just pop it up for you guys so you can see what I'm looking at, which is just a simple Google search. They got 13 episodes per season, right? Which obviously that's a pretty good for most animes now. I think most animes on the major side do about 13. I love 13 episodes for Boruto. It's just like how they compartmentalize all of the episodes into one. Boy, that made no sense. Let me backtrack. The thing I want to say is I do worry about the Boruto manga and how much they want to take from it. The reason why I say that is because the Boruto anime and the manga are so weirdly in two different places. Which you would think since just follow the manga, like right? They do that, but they don't do that. Because again, they're still filler in Boruto. They're one of the probably the few animes that still do filler outside of maybe like One Piece or like I think it's about One Piece because like Attack on Titan never really did much filler. And a lot of like the new gen animes are starting to kind of end. Like My Hero, the manga just ended. The anime gonna come out for its last season, I believe, next year. I know they have a movie that I believe came out this year. But it is interesting to see what exactly they got going on with a lot of new gen animes. But like in the case of Boruto, to kind of go back to that point, um there's stuff that's specifically anime canon versus manga canon. And personally, I hate that because like I at times have slipped up and confused one with the other. Like just I just like I kind of miss the days when they were just canon, then there was just non-canon. Like you just knew which was canon, non-canon. When we get to a point where we're kind of like, because there are people that I see post on, not from people I follow, but like if you do a general search on like the regular like this explore page on Instagram, there's some people who kind of like make some really interesting takes that I'm like, hey man, like that ain't a true tale, but got you some clicks though. So I guess man, you do you, King. But me personally, I try to be very coherent and as kind of accurate as possible with my takes and what I'm saying to people about what I'm seeing from the anime and also from the manga. Like I don't get why people try to stretch out certain things and try to make them more than what they are. Because at the end of the day, look, just keep it a buck. Like don't drag out these these takes. So at least is how I say it. But some people will drag out takes. Some people won't. It is what it is. But let me see here. I was trying to move this window over here because I want to make sure my thing is working. Boom. All right, boom. All right, sweet. Stream fixed itself. I love it. But like I said, um, back to what I was saying. So with Boruto and chat, you tell me, do you guys like a 13 episode count for Boruto? Like I personally like it. I'm just curious on what we will get out of that because 13 episodes, great, gives you a decent idea of whatever. Because where we at in the manga, they could really use that whole first season just to cover like Boruto making a comeback, and then dive a little bit more into the time skip era. That period, or some people, I don't want to call it the blank period because there's literally a whole thing in Shippuden called the blank period, which is I think is before the war. But I would love to just see a more deeper dive in the anime when they're kind of looking at the time skip point where Boruto is training with Sasuke, going after Code, going after them, like that conflict. I mean, I would think that can make a cool episode, maybe 2 episode, 2 part. But 13 episodes, if for Boruto, if they go seasonal format, I like it. Obviously, chat, you let me know if you're messing with something like that. I personally like 13 episodes for Boruto. Ready. But all right, let's kind of keep pushing because like I said, 13 episodes sound fire, but we'll see what happens. But but shout out to Bleach though. Bleach 1000 Year Blood War, amazing anime. Love. I grew up on Bleach. I think it's one of I not think I know it's one of the go animes from the OG days with Naruto, One Piece, and DBZ to name the few. But yeah. But in terms of that, outside of that, life updates, man. Like I said, man, I'm living good, man. Obviously, could be better, could be worse. I enjoy the life I got, and I'm thankful for the people who got me here. So now, what's gonna happen is you're gonna see how I edit. And am I nervous to show you guys how I edit? No. But before that, I don't want to show too many things for you guys to see. Switch this real quick. Come back to in a second. And then I'm gonna open up my lovely little Adobe. And I like how I don't know what made my stream. I think my bitrate was too high. So I gotta fix that post stream. Set it to a lower, set it up a little better because the bitrate that I was getting was insane. But I'm now in the process of opening up Adobe so we can get this thing kicked off. But like I said, chat, let me know if there's anything, your thoughts on anything in relation to anything I mentioned earlier on. Like I said, I think Boruto is kind of leaning towards a seasonal format, which is not a bad thing. It's pretty much a good thing for just the overall base of Boruto in general. I think the whole format of doing that weekly episodes was starting to kind of like dude, I think this era of anime, they are, in respect to those who can find the names and information of the animators and the various people that work on this project, but it's like I never really looked that hard into like the animators, like understanding who they are. If you make good stuff, you make good stuff. But I like the dedication that many people are doing to kind of give them their credit, which is because they do. But this generation, when it comes to watching anime, I feel like a lot of people are more harping on the animation side of things. Um, and it's very interesting to me because, like, obviously, I'm the designer, graphic designer. I harp on my critiques of my design elements and how I edit and all that stuff. But I think anime gets another tier even higher than that because, like, there's some people who will crucify these guys on social media, specifically on Twitter when I used to be on it really a lot. Nowadays, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, me and Twitter aren't really that tight. Like, there was a time period where I was never even on it in general. Like, there was like a good time period where I was never on the platform. Obviously, I hopped on the platform because work brings you over there. You gotta stay connected with the current trends happening because as someone in the space, you gotta be knowing of what's happening. But me personally, it was just like, eh, wasn't really feeling Twitter like that. I still don't feel Twitter like that because at the end of the day, bro, you don't need these certain social media platforms in your life. You can do well without them. Trust me, I have, and I'm debating on straight up just deleting Twitter again. I mean, not again, but just deleting. But we'll see what happens with that. I don't see. Um, but alrighty, Adobe is slowly opening up. It's taking a sweet time, so I'm guessing the way I'm streaming, Adobe does not like it. So we'll see how far I get before the stream crashes because of Adobe. But that'd be funny if my stream crashes because of Adobe. That would be a first for me. But all right, okay. So let me get to my folders and see where's my lovely design that I will be working off of. To show you guys kind of to show you how I process things. So check me out. So when I edit and make new projects or make a new social media themes, obviously organization is a major key for me. So the current theme you guys are seeing, which is Tales of a Modern Horror Classic, I wanted to kind of just try a route with Halloween aesthetics for the fall season. It was something a little light. I wasn't doing anything too crazy with that theme. Just wanted to kind of figure some stuff out with it and figure out some new like techniques with it. 80 nostalgia was the previous theme before this, so this was the theme I had in the summertime. I love the 80s. 1980s nostalgia is kind of one of my favorite things. Now, will we see 80s again? Who knows? I think I gotta like really, I don't know. With the 80s, it's like the key thing for the 80s that I'm trying to get better at for many years is neon. And you probably, for those who don't really follow the 80s, one of the big things about the 1980s that you probably see a lot today in movies, shows, usually on the Netflix side. I know Hulu and other streaming platforms are starting to do shows like that about about past events and stuff like that. But a big thing about the 80s was neon signs or neon like posters or very like gritty, classic, had that color palette that was just like all the colors just naturally harmonically made sense. Um, so finding that neon aesthetic to fit that perspective that I'm trying to envision has always been a tricky thing for me. Sometimes I've knocked it out of the park, sometimes I haven't. So I'm always trying new things, trying to figure things out. So with a new theme, which is I labeled WIP, which is work in progress. I'm still trying to figure out a name for it. I have an idea what it will look like though. Like let me just preference like I have an idea what it will look like. Now, end result of what it looks like will be different than what I start with. But obviously we'll get to that in a sec. What we're gonna do right now is kind of show you guys what I do with my current theme, how I edit and make the post, go from point to blank. So let me get into the folder, show you. So obviously, I always when I make a new theme or any theme, I gotta have a IG story template. That's just the standard because like when I usually make themes for clients or for when I used to work at my previous job, you gotta make some templates that are square, which is just like the basic square you see. So for example, let me show you guys rather than just say it. This for that. Wait, no. Sasuke. YouTube. Wait, what? Oh wait, this is my regular account. That's why. This isn't the one connected. So let me just type in Mr. Sasuke Instagram. Type in real quick. Alright. So to kind of show you guys, because it's better just to show. So you see how see how these squares are just regular squares, right? Regular squared. Obviously these videos are much longer, but these posts right here, like these two right here, they're just regular squares. This is what you'll normally see before clicking on it, and then you'll see in its big form. So actually, let me just switch over to my other, because this is my YouTube Pacific account, so it's not signed in to Misfit. Sasuke. I want to show you guys a more visual idea of this. Also, make sure to follow Mr. Sasuke. Make sure you stay in tune for all the cool content I'm making. So obviously, like I said, when you click on here, you see the full square. That's great. But when you initially see it, this is what you're going to initially see when you just scroll on my page. So if it's a bigger post, like a deep dive post I do, which is a multi-page post, which is, probably like 4 or 5 pages, you're going to see, like, again, this is the cover. But then as you expand it, the bigger thing. So I always like to do the 1080 by 1080, which is a square post. So I have a square template for my shorthand post, which is just those 1-pagers. Then you have the 1080 by 1350, which is what we consider a portrait. Now that's the sizing I just mentioned for both the 1080 by 1080 and the 1080 by 1350 are the sizings of Instagram posts for posting on this platform. And I believe for the Instagram story, that is a 9 by 16, which is or 16 by 9. I always flip-flop those, but those are just basically those thin rectangular shaped concepts you make for stories, reels as well. So just something to keep in mind. That same formula also works for things such like YouTube Shorts, Facebook Facebook Reels. I think it's Facebook Reels and TikTok. Keep that in mind. Now, obviously, like I said, you see this template. Again, this is the final form of what it looks like once you click on it. But when in the initial, when you're just watching it, it just looks like that with a square. So when you're editing, you want to make sure you have like what I call is a barrier between where this box will look like. And again, I'll show you what this looks like once we get too much into it. But the reason why the box is important when you're editing in like an Adobe or Canva or whatever editing platform you use is because you want to make sure that square is right there so you can see it. So again, I'm talking about it, but it's visually, you need to see what I'm talking about. You understand it. So first and foremost, when I'm making a new theme, I'm making a new post, typing it up is first. So obviously I type it up in Word. And I'm like, all right, I'll leave it there, and then I'll come back to it. I'll read it over again, kind of refresh myself. Let's make sure we got no errors in it before as much errors as possible. There are times where errors are definitely missed. Let me tell you how. So, fun fact, this is a prime example of like, I can type up the most amazing things. Also, shout out to Naruto Meta. That's the fam right there. We all like anytime I see him post, I'd usually just put like a gift in a lot of his posts. I've just been doing that now for a lot of people just because like now I love that Instagram added gifts because gifts are amazing. I love using gifts. That's my thing. Any friend you ask, they know I love gifts. So I love using gifts just because it's so fun to do. So shout out to Naruto Meta. That's the fam right there. Amazing content they do over there. But so here's an example of me basically messing up. And I don't know if I ever fixed this. I don't think I did. I know I didn't. No, I didn't. I know I did. I know I didn't. So if you look at this post, you would think there's nothing wrong with it, right? Because I performed pretty well on it, right? Performed really well. You know, came out. It was a spoiler, so it's not a spoiler anymore, but was a spoiler at the time, so I had to tell people to make sure. But here's the thing. So if you could tell, this post is a spoiler. Do not read the next slude. I spelled slide wrong. That happens. So this is the prime example when I don't catch myself, and I just post. So you know mistakes happen. But usually when I'm typing stuff up in Word, I try to just type it up. I'm a pretty fast typer, so sometimes it's just bound to happen. And I can. And usually if I don't read over it, as hard as I usually do, stuff like this happens. So if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys, I'm pretty sure when I made this post, I was smoking a little bit of the papaya. So we'll see. You know, because I've edited before under the influence. It's funny. It's a fun thing. Because I have a lot of fun ideas I can make out of it. And trust me, a lot of the themes you've seen me make over the years, maybe I was a little under the influence when I made them. But but no, usually it does help me in my creative process. But it's been funny. But yeah, no. So this example I just messed up. So now let me show you what I'm talking about with the square thing because I was very. It seemed like you could tell I was very passionate about that square thing because it's just very important for like appearance wise. So obviously I try to make sure I don't accidentally use the same theme or same template if I used it like and if I used it pretty early already, like let's say I use this theme right here on Monday and I end up using it again on Wednesday. I try to give them space so they have their own time when they come out and appear. But obviously, they're still Halloween focused. Like I said, the next theme I'm working on will not be Halloween focused because Halloween's over. One of my favorite holidays outside of Christmas. So we're going back to Tokyo, ladies and gentlemen. We're going back to Tokyo. We're gonna have some winter vibes in there, and one you might see a little glimpse of that in today's stream. So stay tuned. But yeah, now with again, so I'm gonna use. Let's see. This one looks alright. I'm gonna go with this one. So let me find this template. I think it's in here. Ooh, there it is. Okay. So let me show you guys. Let me zoom in real quick. Oh yeah, I forgot. Why did I control 0 when it's so boom. So here's an example of seeing my creative process. Now you look over here. There's a lot of layers. That's because it takes a lot of layers to get this damn thing done. Now, how many layers this is just for one folder. So this is all for logos and stuff. So let me close up some of these layers here and clean up some stuff. All right. So got about one. Well, this is the main folder. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the color. Then the thumbnail. Okay, so here we are. So first thing I'm gonna pop up is this. So if you see these two thin red lines on your screen where the post is at, these thin red lines are what I use to determine what people are seeing when they're just hovering over my page on Instagram specifically and just looking at just like the content I have. These two lines are important so that the first thing you see, I can capture it right in those boxes. Because then if I got you enough from just the image of what's inside the box, you'll click on the post and you'll see the whole post itself, and then obviously you'll see like it's a multi deep dive post, so you're gonna see another page, another page, another page, another page, and these are just again once I make the first page template, I move on and make the other ones. So they're all usually the same thing. for this part specifically with the more deeper dive and for more informative. But the cover page, obviously, you've heard 1,000 times about you want to make a good impression for the jump. I believe that as well. So having a good, clean cover page is very important. Like obviously with this cover page, when I approached it, the goal was pretty much let's make something that's Halloween themed, features Halloween like characters. So that's why you got down here, you got his name escapes me. Obviously, I know this is Scream from the movie Scream series. I was about to say, oh, it's Jason. Yeah, this is Jason. I was about to say Freddy, but I'm like, Freddy's the one with the messed up face. So obviously, I went with some Halloween favorite characters, which they're presented to. Put some text to kind of give you the Halloween vibe, and the color scheme again Halloween inspired. So the red obviously is easy money, but the text, the tone of red, I want to make sure is the right tone that goes with the texture that's overlapping on the page. Because watch when I do this. Cover the texture, it's just regular black, just dark, but the theme still works because it's the color scheme that I went through fits the aesthetic. The texture is very important. Now, obviously, for textures, this is a texture that I only manipulated by messing around with the type of blending. So it's an exclusion blend, which exclusion blend is the best way to word it is basically you take the text, not the text, the texture, you overlap it with the picture or wherever you're trying to put on top of it, and then it basically gives it like a dust effect because it's not fully taking away of at the picture, it's going at like the subtle dark tone. So like for example, if I went with difference, it gets super dark because it's trying to really become one with the photo. But exclusion, it's still trying to become one with the photos, but it's giving it its breath of air, so it gives it the clean, so I can read stuff off this. Like I can see the image more clearer. I can read the text more clear. If I go to difference, I can still see all that stuff more clear. It's just a more darker sense. But if there's stuff on the picture itself that I want people to see very well, because initially I thought about doing a difference blend versus a exclusion blend. But I like exclusion better because I liked how it was like a dusty, more of like gray area type thing. So, yeah. So that's kind of like explaining that part. And also, like I said, these lines are important just to figure out what's going to go in here. Obviously, the whole canvas is important, but I like to focus what's going on in the boxes before I figure out what's the whole thing's going to go. Once I figure out the boxes, I figure out the whole thing. Because the boxes adjust how this whole thing looks. So it's a lot of brain thinking, but you give yourself an hour and on the screen and you'll figure something out. But that's the first step. But before I get more into it, chat, I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. So I'm gonna hit you with a brief intermission. So I will be right back. So stay tuned. Vibe out to some music I'm about to put on, and I will be right back. Alrighty, chat, I'm back. Let's get back into what I was talking about. Alright, I'm gonna turn the music down a bit, just so doesn't overlap with my voice too hard. So, as I was saying, now that you're kind of seeing the template of what I make, now templates like this, they don't normally take that long to create. The key thing, like I said, is trying to figure out the theme. Once I figure out the theme, everything else is pretty self-explanatory. And also making sure, I like to call it my thumbnail cover, because just so I know what it looks like in a square format on Instagram before it becomes like something when you click on it. That's how I kind of approach figuring that stuff out. Having these two lines here make perfect sense for me. Now let's get back into the next step. Obviously, this is just a template I make. It has about the cover page, and then it has about 5 pages of text I use to put whatever content I'm making about a post. So obviously, right now on Instagram, if you follow me or you're coming from Misfit Sasuke, I put a poll up for 2 posts that will come out in the next 2 days. The question is which one will come out first, which you guys will decide by obviously voting in the poll in my Instagram story at Misfit Sasuke. Once you do that, you'll kind of know which one's going to come out tomorrow. But for those here on stream with me today, you're going to watch how I make that post. Now, is that post hard to make? No, it's not, because here's the thing. The template's already made. All we're doing is just adding text to the post. So how do we do that? Well, first off, make a copy of this. We don't type over it, because this is just the main one, and then you just bounce off that. Because here's the thing, you don't want to obviously edit over your template, because you just want to keep it pretty standard. And then just, as I'm about to do now, whoa, what the heck, my screen just went black. There we go. I save a copy, and that copy goes to my cloud. I go to finish post. Obviously, and I make sure I name it something. Now we'll do, which post should we do first? I mean, both will be posted for the next 2 days, but I'm gonna go with also, yeah, I'm gonna go yeah. So obviously you're seeing some posts I've done before in the past, like Boruto updates. 2 posts I've both put out. The Pure Land, another one. I think that post was one of my favorite ones, because just talking about the Pure Land was something new for me. So we're gonna name this, because we have 2 posts coming out. We're gonna go with time travel in Boruto. I'm gonna save this in my cloud. Let that thing save in Adobe. Well, once again, chat, while I'm letting this thing do its work, I hope you all have a fantastic day or evening, wherever you're going on with you. I know for some people you're in different time zones, so for me it's about to be 5 o'clock in a little bit. For others, I know it's probably early morning, potentially. It varies, man. I always get fascinated with discussing like how people like who follow me come from different time zones and stuff like that. It's really cool. So obviously post is saved. We'll go to it. Boom. The music kind of low. Also, chat, do you like how low the music's coming through? I'm thinking about boosting it up a little bit, because hold on, let me do it here, and then just a little bit. So, next up, what we do next? Well, simple. Type in the post. So, I think we're going to go time travel. Oh, it's lagging because of the stream. That's interesting. Obviously, in the post time travel Boruto. I've done a post before in the past, I believe, about time travel in this anime. Well, in the series as a whole, but I don't remember what I named it, so I'm just gonna go with this title for now, because sometimes I try to make sure I change the title's name, so it doesn't end up being the same game as a pretty similar kind of does on the topic. Because I revisit the topic, I always say, hey, let's revisit this, or let's touch back again on this. But I mean, dude, I've made so many posts over the years. It's like memory loss thing, you know. I also enjoy this kind of thing like growth on social media with so obviously, time to Boruto, we're gonna move this image because it's just a placeholder. We're gonna replace it eventually with an image that's found on the web of Boruto that I like. So next up is we're gonna go to my lovely little Word document. Did I even show this on stream?
For relaxing times, make it Centauri time.
My Word document. There's probably some stuff but alrighty, so obviously you're seeing my lovely little Word doc here, and it's just going to show you some of the basic stuff that maybe I may not post or talk about. Sometimes I just write here the ideas for posts I want to do, and I will get back to it at some point. If I don't chat, let's respond to the text message real quick. Obviously, this is the post I'm going to show you guys eventually. Alright, here we go. Time travel board doll. That's the peasant. So obviously, I typed up everything I wanted to say. Same thing with another post, the creation of all things, that you will see maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow. It depends on the votes and the polls, man. So if you want to see a post specifically, like for example, you want to see this post tomorrow, the polls of my Instagram story. That's just asking. So we're gonna vibe out for a bit. I'll probably lock in a little bit while I'm editing, because you know I like to focus and do things. So if you're vibing with me, listen to the music and just have a good time here, vibe out, have a good time, and use this as an escape from wherever you're dealing with, and I hope so obviously I'll still chat and talk about my thought process and stuff, but if I look very locked in because when I edit, it's like a thing I take seriously, you know. I try to be smart. So I'm gonna obviously read over my text I got over here just to double check to make sure any spelling errors or any I like to say filler words, because I have a habit of using a lot of filler words that I usually do when I'm talking. I try to reduce that in my typing so that it looks, you know, different. So let's see here what I got. see, as I constantly learn Adobe, so I'm using a newer version of Adobe. Usually I try to use older versions because it's just like, for some reason, every new version that pops up, like when Adobe updates, it just always ends up either buffering or doing something really stupid, and then I end up being like, bro, like, I don't want to use this platform or this version of Adobe. I'm using the latest version of Adobe, which so far has been going pretty good for me. Had a couple issues with it, but mainly it was like crashing out of nowhere, but it's been holding up so far, so I'm guessing they fixed it. So now I'm just kind of putting the text in for the post I'm making today, so that's the first text in pretty done. I'll read the next one. Format of like 12, 24, 36 font size. I might also consider, again, doing multiplication of just doing 12 times 25, so on and so on to find, because you want to keep the scaling of your text all around the same level. Obviously, I'm a little bit different because when it comes to my scaling, I don't really focus too much on it. I feel like a lot of people, unless you're very in depth, you don't really focus on my scaling. But I do understand the importance of making sure you're scaling text and making it fit and everything look all symmetric. It makes sense. So, you know, if you ever wondered in a real sense how typography works out, the importance is knowing whatever font size you commit for like a header versus body text, you gotta commit to that the whole route because you gotta keep consistent. Now, obviously, the imagery element of text is also the mystery of manipulating that text feeling and showcasing how that looks. obviously sometimes you might think this, but obviously you can tell this is a lot different from this because of the sizing. But then this has less text. It's something that this one, so it will vary. But we'll keep pushing. We move on to the next one. This one will be a little different because I think this last one. I don't do too much with how I put images on post. I used to do what was considered basically you would make it all connect to the next page, which they're fun to do. Very complicated at times because of just how annoying it is that of the background, the stuff that you're trying to put in the background to make it look cooler. That's the only part where I get annoyed because it's very hard for me to figure out stuff to put in the backgrounds of those type of themes, but when they connect and everything. But you can there's other ways you can make things connect, even in themes like this. You just gotta extend how the photo looks. I try to just keep it very simplistic. At the end of the day, I'm trying to keep you reading the post for as long as possible. So I don't want to overdo it for you. Obviously, for anyone wondering, the post you see me working on today on stream will be posted within the next 2 days. You'll see them pop up. Let's go United! Shout out to Manchester United. Just checked my phone. We beat. I don't think I'm saying their name right. I think I'm gonna butcher this. Is Paco? Well, it literally says PAOK. I don't know who you guys are. I'm curious. Who is Boruto? Okay, so they're Greece football team. Oh, okay. They're one of the most top domestic clubs. Football club based in Greece, most top domestic clubs, most widely supported in northern Greece, and the current Greek Super League champions. So these are the current Super League champions, and we just beat their behinds 2-0 in the Europa League. Hey man, United. Hey, is that boy Ahmad with 2 goals? Let's go. Hey, shout out to Manchester United. Shout out to Ahmad. Go United, man. Come on, United. Come on. Love it, man. Love it. But yeah, chat, in terms of how the rest of the stream will play out, I'll probably just make these 2 edits, and then tomorrow I might stream again and work more on my next new theme for my social media page. So we'll see. So obviously today's stream, I'm just gonna work on those 2 edits, and like I said, you just see me add text to stuff, just add images, which the images is really simple. I just search the web for obviously I'm not trying to use someone's art without their permission. So, and I don't want to also wait that long for a response from them. At the end of the day, I respect the artists out there. So I try to find more just professional Boruto anime scenes or old official colored images from Ikimoto and his scene and Kushimoto's scene, obviously. So that's why I just try to find something that fits my scene. So I won't. So you're gonna basically also see me just Google search a lot of images for a post, which is fun. So, let me finish out with this.
yourself, relaxing more and
Okay,
more.
chat. So all the text for post number 1 is now pretty much all set up and everything looks good. So obviously we just need 1, 2, 3, 4 images. But obviously the last 2 pages we don't need. So now what we're gonna do is find the images basically. So Google search. So first up, I gotta find my favorite, which is the time travel companion, which is Aura Suki, my man. What's up with you? Or women? I mean, I don't know if it's a male or female turtle. Wait, why is the image so small? Or actually, I thought so. I remember this episode. I remember seeing this in an episode of the shit clean. Can I take this? Looks crappy though. I mean, I can convert it, but the image is crappy. I wonder the way I'm taking the image because of the stream, how it looks. Okay, no, okay, that's what I thought. It's probably because of the way I clicked them initially. That's what. So now, chat, you're seeing me do the next step, which is so this part is dark. I forgot about daylight saving time. You know, we gain an hour, but it gets darker. But I like it though. I'm a night person. So hold on, chat. I'm gonna turn the lights on. Actually, I'm gonna bob out now because y'all can't even see me. I'm like, I thought it was like bad, but bad if I go here. Only good at a certain point. If I go back to Adobe, dark as hell. Alright, chat. For those just joining us or coming through in and out, welcome to the vibe. It is Thursday evening now here where I'm at in the good old US of A. And we just vibe in here, listen to some good lo-fi music, not copyrighted hopefully, because I spent so much time trying to find one on Spotify that I can use, because like there's no way I'm just going to stream in silence. Like I don't want...
Good job,
I can just go to the direct episode. Yeah, because yeah, spring art. It was for the academy. Okay, so that was for like Korean. They're talking about the academy art. Okay, so it's probably highlight the academy art for Boruto. So the only academy art, there's 2 of them. There's the one Copy did when he was with him on Wari on the cover. That's the. I'm assuming they're referring to that academy art for Boruto in the academy. Or Saki. And also, chat, if y'all got a website, like a Reddit post, Reddit thread, or something that can give me some clean Boruto screenshots from the anime, send it my way, man. I had one place I could go to at one point that had like a crap ton, but it started to slow down after a while. And the person I don't mind searching on Google. But now if I just type in Boruto time travel, I bet you I find images that fit my life. I'm just trying to find images of when Boruto and Sasuke are in that timescape domain where Kurosaki has them in when he's transporting them. I was trying to find a good image without having to like go to the episode and so I try to find that image.
Cooking soul.
I think I have Kurosaki. I think I have 3 images now. 3 images and 1. Wait, why did I type in Sakura Shadow? I think it's gonna pop up when there's also Shadow the Hedgehog. Where is that? I forget what chapter it was. This is what I'm talking about. And so again, this is the main point of the post. This image was so overplayed, overused by people like back then. Yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect. That's like the perfect image. I just forget the chapter. Unless it tells me the name of the chapter, I will look for it. This is colored. I don't know if this was colored by someone. I don't want to use it because I don't want to give the person who colored it credit. I don't want to use something that I don't have credit on. It's just like I would love to use it, but I don't want stuff with no name. I don't think the person give me the post anything. But okay, I think I got all my images. So probably wonder how do I add an image to Adobe? There's a lot of different ways to add an image to Adobe. You can just drag it over. If you have a folder, just drag it over. But I will show you the other method is just hit place embedded. Go to file.
Cooking
Go
soul.
to file. You go down to place embedded. If you use Adobe or a link. The only difference is a link versus embedded is like it's embedded in the actual file. Versus a link is just a link to the file. Like I said, I liked you. But the second page, I think I'm gonna go with you the first. It kind of makes sense. Because again, this is the only arc in all of Boruto, Naruto. Because in terms of time travel, has that been talked about in the Naruto Boruto universe? Yes. There's a movie that literally is Naruto, Yamato, and something else, right? I think it went back in the past, like 20 years ago, to the same place they were just at, but when it was thriving, and they met Minato and his crew back then, and that's when Naruto met Kid Kakashi. That was Naruto Shippuden 4, which is the tower one. I want to say it's movie 4. So let me look it up. Yeah, let's see if I got it right. Yes, sir. I got it right. It's Naruto movie 4, The Lost Tower. So, like I said, they've talked about time travel before in Naruto, and this movie, The Lost Tower, was pretty much time travel. Because essentially what happened in this movie, I just want to bring up an image of it so you can kind of see a cool glimpse of it. And for those who have not watched this movie, I'd recommend it. It has some cool moments from it. And, okay, so I forgot about Sakura in that movie. Because I'm like, I know there was some other cats in there. Because I know when Yamato was with him, this was when the Yamato game. But I don't believe Sakura and Sai went with them in the time travel. I think it was just like Yamato. And he met like Minato and them. But essentially, for those who never watched this movie, what happened is essentially Naruto and Team 7, they were going after somebody, and then eventually this person apparently had the ability to use time travel through this medium, which was Naruto and Yamato, I think, was in the circle to the past, where you meet this girl you see in red right here, and how she plays a role in this whole tribalistic ritual thing in this town, and like her realizing the town's not really a town. It's a very layered movie that I love for because of the cool moments came from it between Naruto and Minato specifically, and Kakashi, because seeing Kakashi interact with Naruto is kind of funny, because Kakashi doesn't really talk too much about his childhood and how he was, so Naruto being able to see that was kind of dope, because like again, at one point Kakashi was pretty cocky, but to be fair, Kakashi was that guy as a kid to some extent, but not that crazy. So, Naruto Shippuden movie 4, The Lost Tower. It's a really good movie. Obviously, my favorite movie from Naruto in general will always be Naruto movie 1, where I want to remember the name of the title before I say it. It's Naruto the movie Clash in the Land of Snow. Please tell me I got it right. I want to know if I got it right. I know this is off topic, chat, but I'm gonna keep it up. I did get it right. Oh damn, I'm like. So Naruto movie 1, Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow. I said sand. So this is one of my favorite Naruto movies of all time, and I know that sounds crazy to say, because I know a lot of people got love for the last. I love the last. I know some people got love for Boruto the movie. I do too. But dude, as a kid, this was my movie. Naruto the movie, not the first movie in the series, Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow. I love this movie. Team 7. This is the only movie you got to see Team 7, the OG Team 7 in action. Like, this is where you got to see Sasuke on his BS. You got to see Sakura on her BS as well. You got to see Kakashi just look like, bro. Kakashi was killing it, bro. Like him, Kakashi, every member had their moment time in this movie, bro. Every member, in my opinion. And also, you got to see ninjas on snowboards. Like, you don't see that often. Like, that was clean, bro. Like, dude, anytime Naruto and them dive into the snow vibe, it's always going to be, there's a problem about that happening. It's going to go crazy, but it's actually just cool. So, Naruto movie 1, Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow, came out in 2004. I was like, what, 2004, I was born in 98. So, I was like 6. I was 6 years old when this came out. Yeah, I'm getting this right, because like 1984, 2004, like 6 years old. So I was 6 years old when this came out. One of my favorite Naruto movies of all time. Because after that, I think my next one is I didn't care for the second movie. The second movie, I believe, is this one. The second one is this is the one with Knights, which I didn't care much about.
When I make my music, you know what I'm saying? I want people to feel what I feel. I want people to feel that energy whatever it was. Yeah, that's all it is. Because I make it straight from the heart. So it's like, to be taken for anything else is crazy.
New Kingdom. This is when they got Naruto, Sakura, my boy Rock Lee, and Kakashi. And their outfits were clean. But another movie that I didn't like. And I think after that, actually, I think it's all possible. So, boom. Perfect. This is perfect. Kinda really, the image is quality is trash. You guys get one with better image quality. That would be great. And help my girls again, chat, hope you vibing and enjoying the streams. And also, well, let's check my phone. Like, this is something that I saw on Instagram too that I found very interesting. This whole time I had this thing popped up. I'm like, there's booty cheeks on my screen, bro. Can't be doing that. This image sucks though. I don't know if y'all can see this well. So let me see my phone out while this is popping out to you. This image is not good. Like, it shows all the movies, but it's not showing them in the way that I want to show it to you guys. Bro, this is a good thing I checked the audio levels, man. Like, oh my god, you guys couldn't hear me straight for it all. Like, Chad, I just had a funniest troll moment. Because, like, I was checking my video just to make sure the quality of the image. And this shit was bad. Like, this was terrible. You couldn't barely hear me. Because this, my... Let me do this. Oh man, if you hear me twice, it's because I'm checking the audio levels. I didn't realize it was that bad. I'm just making sure you can hear me, but also the music's vibing. Yep. Well, actually, no. I think the issue is I gotta do this. All right. So here's what happened. I accidentally shifted my desktop audio all the way up. So I didn't realize that it was overflowing my voice. So while you're hearing the music, you're hearing that more than my voice. That was bad. My bad, chat. I accidentally... I didn't... That is insane. All right, chat. I'm just fixing this real quick so that it'll be good. All right. I think we're good. So if you hear me just on the side like twice, it's because I have my phone up just to make sure the audio fits. That is, dude. I could imagine if I wanted to make a freaking not YouTube video, but wait. Oh crap! Can I not get back to that podcast? I mean not podcast. That playlist. Oh, there it is. I look like a novice on Spotify. If that looks like the case, it's just because I don't use Spotify as often for like playlist wise. So okay, we're good now. My bad, chat, for those who were actually listening and trying to listen and couldn't hear me out. So what I was saying is I was expressing my love for the first Naruto movie, which was the Ninjas Clash in the Land of the Snow. Favorite movie of all time. Love it. No one can hate it. Now this image, while poorly made, I'm gonna see if I can find another one. This is beautiful, actually. More clear, so I'll take it. Cause I don't think I'm gonna find any. Actually, no. This Reddit post should work. Phenomenal. Boom. So check me out. Honestly, I didn't circle any of this stuff, nor the blue circles. That was not me. So in terms of Naruto movies, right? These are all the Naruto movies, including the latest one, which is Boruto, that came out back in 2015, I believe. So my first movie of all time, I love Naruto movie 1, Clash in the Land of Snow. Obviously, next one up is the Stone Crescent Guardians, I believe, and the Stone of Geli. This is movie 2. I think it was pretty mid. Still, there's some parts I liked, like Gaara doing Gaara things. That was pretty clean. Movie 3 I don't remember the name of the title of this one. This is basically the adventure Naruto goes on with Rock Lee subbing in for Sasuke during that time period after he left the village. So we got Naruto, Rock Lee, Sakura, and Kakashi. I like the outfits. The fighting scene for Sakura and Rock Lee in this movie were pretty clean. And Naruto has his moments as well. Same thing with Kakashi, but Kakashi, you know, he liked that. So moving forward, we got Naruto Shippuden movie 1, Bonds. I believe that was the first movie was called Bonds, or was 2 Bonds? I think 2 was Bonds, and Naruto the Shippuden was called the first movie or something like that. Let me look that up. Movie 1. Yeah, okay, so like Naruto, the first movie of the Shippuden series of movies, which is called Naruto Shippuden the movie. Wait, so then Naruto Shippuden movie 2 is Bonds. Okay, so the first Naruto movie Shippuden, it was alright. It wasn't crazy. Basically, they just teased Naruto dying, which I loved it and I hated it at the same time. So that's just my take. But overall, decent movie. Shippuden 2 of Naruto, which is Bonds, with Naruto and Sasuke making his first appearance in a Naruto movie since the first. I think it was his first appearance since the first movie, which was this one. So they said, "Nah, we're gonna skip you here because you weren't there. You were gone at this point too." I want to say he was in 1, because wasn't 1 with the floating. No, this was 2, because that's why he's in the image. So yeah, he was in this one because of the floating ship. It's Orochimaru sent him to grab something. So yeah, that's why he was in 2. Then movie 3 is Inheritor of the Will of Fire. This is when Kakashi is preparing to sacrifice himself because the individual that is after him is after his Sharingan, because he's trying to collect all these different unique Kekai Genkai, because he has an ability that can absorb them all. And it's a pretty solid movie. I think out of the first 3, movie 3 was pretty solid. Obviously, movie 4, The Lost Tower, I've talked about it. Naruto and Minato combination was really cool to see with Kakashi. Movie 5, which was Blood Prison, which is right here. And the premise of this one, I believe, was just Naruto was sent to prison over allegedly being framed for the attempted assassination of the Raikage. That was a classic as well. I think it had pros and cons, but this was a solid movie. Road to Ninja, Naruto the movie, classic movie. Hypothetically, this is what would happen if Naruto, basically his parents survived and, you know, they're rocking out, still being shinobi and all that stuff. Another solid movie too. And then the last one is Naruto The Last. This movie was fire. Like, anyone that hates Naruto The Last, or like has, like, you could have a negative opinion about it, I can give you that one. But if you hate it, you trolling, bro. This movie was lit. They just needed more Sasuke screen time, that's all. Like, my man cool and all, like, he did his thing, but like, I needed to see him with dialogue, talking to the team, maybe a team up. I would have loved to see that, but you know, it's okay. But Naruto Shippuden, Naruto The Last, fire movie. And then finally, we have Boruto, Naruto the movie. And this movie was good too. It had moments. I loved it. I remember that era when it came out, like, everyone was like, because like the way how it still happens today, but back then, this era where these movies came out, Tumblr was king, and Instagram too. Instagram, because like the amount of posts that people were making in reference to how The Last, like, everyone wanted just to see Naruto and Hinata kiss for the first time. And I remember seeing like a bootleg version of that on Tumblr, I believe. And I was just so happy for them, because like, bro, I needed that in my life for some reason during the time period. It was just so awesome to see. And then with Boruto the movie, it was just so cool to see. At the time, we just had the manga chapter that just showed, like, you know, what they would all look like. We didn't see them fight, none of that. So seeing, you know, bootleg before the final product and just seeing all the nostalgia, the hype everyone was on, it was a cool time period. So, and we still have that even today. I mean, dude, I was hype as hell when Boruto first dropped his look on his new appearance in Tupu Vortex. So it's super dope. But yeah, I did an impromptu tier list of Naruto movies because I was just there. But like, yeah, if you want, we can at some point do a tier list of just animes in general. I think it would be a pretty cool idea. Just do a little tier list. See like trash for pass and stuff like that. Maybe bring some of my friends on. Maybe we'll just chat with you guys and vibe out with you guys. But you guys let me know what you want to see in stream and stuff like that. But we're gonna finish out creating these posts, and then I'm gonna get about out of here because I have to run to the store to grab some stuff, and then I'm gonna chill for the rest of the night. Probably check out my good friend Philip DeFranco on YouTube. Just get my daily dose of news, so I'm aware what's happening, and then I'm enjoy the rest of my night. Probably maybe watch some football if you're a fan of football, American football specifically, obviously, because I was talking about football earlier with Manchester United. If you heard me earlier, just want to gloat a little bit. I will gloat. I know it's Europa League, but I don't care. Anytime my team wins, good or bad. But we won 2-0 today. We beat Paco. They're our Greece football team. When I was Googling them earlier. Shout out to United. We'll take it. I mean, look, we've had a very tough time here in United, and anytime we get a dub, it's not every time we get a dub. And I was looking at a text message real quick. Shout out to my boy who just texted me. I won't say his name because on stream because I don't want to gas him too much, but shout out to my guy. Let me text him back real quick, chat. Actually, I'll probably call him after my stream because I want to ask him if he'll come through. Potentially. I'm feeling non-introverted today. As I say that now. But we'll see. Well, actually, hold on. Let me just call him now while I'm on stream. So, actually, no, because what I'm gonna say, I should not say on stream. So hold on, chat. I'm gonna mute you guys for a second while I see if he answers my call. Well, actually, let me just. Well, if I have people over today, do I even? Yeah, whatever. Good. Call this dude. I think he's not. He's off work at this point.
Yo, Steve.
Yo, hold on 1 second, because I gotta mute my mic on stream. So he said what's goody, chat. So, well, also, I mean, I'll let you just say it, so you can say it now, bro. Hold on. Let me mute you guys back. Wait, it was muted when you said it. Oh shit, my bad, bro. Say it one more time.
What's goody?
All right, chat. That's my boy Justin. He is my good man. We went to college together. Had a lot of fun journeys. Some of it could have been avoided, but we still have fun. But let me meet you guys back, and I'll come back to you guys in a second. Chat, while I'm talking to my mans, I will still edit so you guys can have something entertaining to watch. So don't worry.
People be acting like the beats is gonna be there for them, you know what I'm saying? Like a beat is not sold until the check clears. Period.
All right, chat. Just was talking to my man for a little bit, so I was letting you guys vibe up with the music and watch me do some little things. I wasn't really doing much, but let me get back at it. So now we're working on post 2. This is the last post I'll be working on. Then I'm gonna be hopping out of here without. I'm gonna say a few things. I'm dipping. So let's get back into it. That sounds something. But now I'm into the second post. We just finished up the first post. I uploaded that to my OneDrive. That's connected to my lovely phone right here. That then I will, right now my background of my phone, if it clears up, nah, it doesn't, but it's a very snow-like metropolis like era. I'm a big fan of snow, so let me get back into the edit and talk to you while I'm talking. And I will say for this post, while I'm making it, which is the creation of all things, it is this jutsu in this segment. I talk about the only person I could feel like would bring this back into the fold would be Yubiya Utsuzuki. I mean, realistically, if Kawaki or Boruto would to absorb God Fruit, they have the ability to also potentially do this as well. But I'm looking at who's the most likely to do it, which I'm gonna go with should be out. Let's zoom. I'm gonna keep this all on the same. Yeah, because it's just okay. The feet you guys made. I see. I'm gonna leave some. All right, and this is the last part of that. And then chat, I'm gonna do a brief break again. I'm gonna go to the bathroom because I need to take a leak. Because I've been drinking a lot of water. And in chat, if you're not doing it, making sure you drink a lot of water. Because that is very important. And it's good for you. Why is that good for you? It's because yeah, drinking water is good for you in general because it just helps your body out. A lot of things. So make sure you drink a lot of water each day when you can. Alright. Now this post is pretty much done. I'm gonna delete this placeholder. And I'm gonna teach you guys, not teach you guys, but show you guys a little something here. Now obviously when I delete the placeholder, you saw the main pick being this, which is just two shapes in one, with lines in it. Obviously I just put them in a folder and then add a little stroke effect. So I give it the outer lining. And then on top of that, you see this little ear behind it. It's also inside the folder. It's just under it with a color overlay to fit the aesthetic of the background. That'll be pretty cool to do. Something a little crazy. It's something that happened by accident personally. I just liked it. I was like, oh, this guy actually looked kind of cool, and I kept it. So yeah. And I added another stroke just to get more outlining. But yeah, now I need to find images. But like I said, chat, I need to take a piss. So I will be back in a second. Vibe out to the music, and I'll BRB. All right, chat. I'm back. Let's finish this out. Let's edit. Let's find some images. I think I might keep doing this more often when I just like when I'm making edits, just to keep me locked in to stream it. So I need to find how many images? 4. Bum, 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 bum. Boy up. Also, I just want to check something on my YouTube. You should do this. You're not doing. Oh, there's my stream. Let's get it. Oh, because this is my other YouTube channel. So obviously, chat. Like I said, I mentioned him earlier, but let's go to his channel because he's. I just want to give him a shout out because he's been very someone I go to a lot for just general news. So, chat, obviously, if you're ever looking to stay informed on topics, rather you're from the US or just curious about what happens here in the US of A, there's many places you can go to, obviously. I like Phil DeFranco. I've been following him since I was in high school, and you know, he's kept me informed on a lot of things through over the years, especially even things internationally. You know, stuff that I never really think about as much, but he does. So obviously, I'm not gonna play the video because obviously I don't want to keep bringing up politics in the thing, and people don't want to see that. He came here to get away from that stuff. I just want to highlight him because his feed popped up. I know he usually drops a video around this time period, and like I said, I always look to him to watch stuff and get informed. You know. So obviously, if you look for a source to get informed on, Phil DeFranco is a good YouTuber to keep up to. Keeps you up to date, so you can kind of come in and out of whatever sphere of information you're in. So I just want to give him a quick highlight. Obviously, this is a clip of a longer video that will probably come out pretty soon, next half an hour, I would say. But we'll hop into, because I won't play it because I don't want to give you guys, you know, election anxiety for those who are going through that, or you know, post-election feels. Obviously, I feel you guys. It sucks for those who didn't want, obviously, one, but that's the bed we live in. Fortunately got to respect the results, and you know, that's the world I live in for now. But let me get back to finishing out this post. So did I not download that image? Creation of all things. Getting to finish out this post. Need that one. I didn't know how to type that one in. Yeah. Or what's the one I'm looking for? I got this. Yeah, this is the one I'm looking for. Then so I just need one picture of while he's right. I was just looking for this picture of Shibuya. But they don't have like the clear headshot. Clear headshot? There he is. The god himself, Shibuya Utsuzuki. And So, yeah, you're probably wondering how I mean, it's pretty simple how I put this into it to make the whole aesthetic, the theme you're gonna kind of the placeholder you're gonna see. So I just drag it over, and then I open mask. Then I just adjust the sizing of the face to fit all within the box. In there. Now here's the cool part about this concept I have made. If I stretch it out even more, it goes into the little lines up here. Because again, everything inside the main pic, so it's got the boxes that you saw, 2 boxes, and it got the little spiral of the world. Pretty cool thing, but pretty simple thing to do. Just put them all in a box, lock it up, add a stroke to it if you want to add an outline, and then after that, boom. Open mask, the image of your choice. You got an image. There is your first one up. So then folder, photo, and I'm gonna do flipping mask again. Don't want it too big, don't want it. This is don't want to leave. And next one I'm gonna do. Then I try not to repeat whatever the fucking. I bet. Then Ubia. Last photo. Damn, I'm actually a little hungry. I'm gonna cut though. There we go. The text is already put in there. I double check. That's for posting. And obviously, these two won't be used unless I had more text, which I try to condense my texting to be more straight to the point. Unless I need to do a deeper dive on a topic or a particular thing, I'll go deeper. Pause. But you know, I try to condense how many pages I make you read outside of the cover page. So now I'm gonna export it. Quick export PNG. That in my download. And that's it, chat. That's kind of how my editing goes. You know, usually I type out the ideas. Like I'll spend a day or I'll have a moment where maybe I'm in between or traveling. And I'll just type up something, go back to it at some point, flush it out a bit more, which at that point I already did. And you're kind of seeing the final product of the flush outs. And then after that, I just kind of type up whatever and then make a post on it because the templates are already made. And all I gotta do is post. So, one time. So now I get to add. Now I'm just throwing those over to my OneDrive folder that I can post it on my main when eventually that time comes. So obviously, anything you saw me make today, it will be up within the next 2 days on my Instagram at MisfitSasuke. But in a nutshell, guys, this is kind of how I make my edits. I sit here and essentially type up some stuff, my Word doc right here. So obviously when I'm done, I just put next to it, graphic made. And for the other post, graphic made. And I usually delete them after that, just so, you know, remove from my space. But I think what I need to start doing is just dragging them over to another Word document. So I have the text I can go back to. So in the event I need to look at it again, I can look at it again. So, you know. But here's what's going to happen, guys. I'm going to head out because, like I said, I'm going to go check out some things. Obviously, like I said, one of the things I'm going to do before my stream ends is going to get informed with my boy Philip DeFranco, keep up to date on what's going on in my country and the many other countries, and also stay informed. And then after that, I'm gonna go chill, get some food into me, watch some football, and enjoy my night. So thank you, chat, so much for vibing with me for the last. I think we've been live for like 2 hours. Longest live stream I've had, I believe. Yeah, I think it's about like 2 hours. So thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate y'all so much for watching. I'm soon signing out. So thank you for checking out your favorite station on YouTube. A link in the description. I will show you how you can keep up to date with me and stay connected with your boy. Peace out. Stay blessed. Stay loved. I love you all. I'll see you in the next stream. Later, guys. Peace, peace.